What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nani, episode we discuss anime we're currently watching. Today we're going to talk about the latest episode of Oshi No Ko, episode 8. And another good episode. Shit's about to go down in the next episode. We only have like 9, 10, 11. So okay, we got three episodes left, right? Yeah, we got 3 episodes left. Damn, 3 episodes left. I thought it was 10 episodes, so it's going to be 11 episodes from doing my research. But let's get right to this episode. I mean, last episode, Aqua pretty much revealed that, him and Ruby are Ai's kids. And Ruby was not happy. Basically saying, you sharing all moms I can see. You know what I'm saying? This fucked up, you didn't even do that. You lied. Everybody's a liar. And I'm saying to myself, Ruby, you lied. Like, the first part of the season, you were doing some dirty shit. So it's like, Ruby, like, you ain't cleaning all this either, but like at the same time though, understand Ruby's, frustration because now I said you shit on mom's legacy. He's like, well, how would you feel if she died? If she sees all this, and I'm gonna be like, well, mom just cat's out the bag, which that's something that I would say. But Ruby says him, you know what? You change, we're not family anymore. Pretty much, you're dead to me. Like you're dead to me, and so. Yeah, it was fucked up. Also, even with their manager was like, yeah, I consider this family too. He's like, you run an agency. Be sure, to use this as a juicy story or whatever. And I'm like, damn, man. Aqua, like, I understand she ain't your mom, but like, she pretty much raised you after I passed away. Like, come on, man. But I mean, he says it's all for the best, man. It's like, listen, when I'm gone, you want to take the you won't be having this burden any longer. So I mean. Yeah, this does get him closer to their mom's killer, but I mean it's tough, man. Like it's very tough for him to do this, but I mean he's got to do it. He's got, like I said, revenge on his mind. He doesn't care. But it was reassuring to see him and Kana actually talk. And, have a nice conversation. But she tells him, hey, I'm gonna leave Bikamichi pretty soon. He's like, wait, what? So it's like, yeah, like, what's the point of doing that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, like, she asked him, why'd you do it? Because obviously he's protecting Kana, but at the same time, she knows there's more to why you exposed that secret. He's like, don't worry about it. So I mean. Kind of knows there's something deep down they know that Aqua is trying to do. Because I mean, like I said, it has a bigger goal. It ain't just, pretending kind of like it's a bigger goal that he's trying to do. And speaking of that, Ichigo is mad. It's like, why would you do that? Like, yo, you're a piece of shit. You don't care about your mom's legacy at all. Like I said, F you or whatever. And he's like, the reason why it is because I know the mastermind behind mom's murder. He's like, tell him, he's like, no, I can't tell you because if I do tell you, you're gonna go ahead and kill the guy. It's like, yeah, well, that's what I do. But Aqua is smart. Is smart about this, right? He says, killing, our mom's kill would be too easy. What's a better way to do it? We're gonna make this guy suffer. We're gonna put this guy into a corner because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, right? When we want revenge of some people that do some horrible stuff, we want them to die, right? But sometimes dying, it's getting off too easy. You need to suffer for the shit that you caused. Suffer for the shit that you caused pain amongst others. So I feel as though making them suffer the most might be the best game plan. Because it's like, you suffer so much where it's like, dang, I want that. It's like, no. You're not going to get there. You're going to like live this shit for the rest of your life. Every single day. Every single second. Every single moment you breathe right there. You're going to suffer. And I'm like, sometimes suffering is worse than death. Like, think about this, right? You could be immortal, like Hina in Naruto. He's immortal, but he's like trapped underground with the rocks. His life's over. He can't do anything unless somebody miraculously saves him or whatever like that. But yeah, like that's suffering. It's like shit like that. You might as well just be dead. You might just be dead from shit like that. So yeah, man. I think it's a good plan for him, to make this guy suffer. And honestly. At the end of this episode, we gotta see why. You kind of see why. And so, the next part of the plan is the director. I forgot his name, but from the first season. I'm not sure if he was there in the second season at all either. But we get to the past where, I is talking to him. He's like, oh, you should make a Bikamachi documentary. He's like, no, I won't do that. I won't do that. But fast forward, the director and I decided to make a documentary of, the real I. Because, like I said, when you're an idol, people don't see the real you. There's shit that behind the scenes that you don't see. And obviously, I had this image for so long, but it's like, let me let go and show you guys who the real me is. And this was called The 15-Year Lie. Now, I did do some research. I did actually go back and see the, look at the last, look at season 2, the last episode, and I actually saw that towards the end of the episode, we see a glimpse of, the 15-Year Lie. So, I mean, for us people that only watch the anime, we might have missed that. But after this episode, I definitely had to go back and watch, the last episode of season 2. So yeah, this was planned. This was like, we saw a little bit of a preview. It was easy to miss in the last season. And so here we are. And so, Aqua and the director went over to the producer. It's like, yeah, here's the script approved by us. This was video documented by I, but ever since her death happened, we decided to scrap. But now we are going to, release this, 14 years later. And the director's like, yes, let's do it. Now, I'm not sure if he's a producer or director. He said, only I can produce this film. And so it's like, he's basically bringing everybody. It's like, Big Much is bringing in Ruby, Mem, Kana, Akane. Obviously, Aqua's going to be in it. Some people from the last season. And we're also going to have a new character called Yura, who's going to play I. And we see this character Yura at the bar drinking, saying, oh my god, so much on my plate right now. And we see this one guy with his eyes closed. Now, I'm not saying this all the time. If anybody that has their eyes closed in anime, I'm always suspicious. I'm like, okay, something that seems right, doesn't seem right about you, right? It's like, oh, what do you think about your fans drinking this, down the third? Right? I'm like, okay, let me watch for this guy. Fast forward, walking outside, she says, can't wait to become a huge star. And her eyes, just start sparkling. Like, something to like eyes. I mean, eyes, white eyes, right? Then I'm like, okay, something seems wrong about this guy. Something seems wrong about this guy. I don't like him. I'm saying to myself, could this be who I think it is? And so, she's like, oh, I'm going to go to the mountains next week. And he's like, oh, be careful of the mountains. Something bad could happen. So no one can ever hear about it. I'm like, oh shit, don't tell me who I think it just is. So he talks about the mountains. Fast forward to the last scene we saw in season 2. Hikaru and that dead girl. Now we know the girl's name. We fast forward to now. Pretty much anything that happened in these past episodes, it's all the past. Now we're in the current future right now. We're here now. Like, future, whatever, right? But yeah, it was revealed that guy at the bar was Hikaru. And so, here's what people are saying. That, actually, when the girl died, it's like, her lights out. And Hikaru took satisfaction, killing somebody. And he screams out, I. Now, for what we've seen, this guy is crazy. I mean, no wonder I kept her, her kids a secret from this guy, right? Now, remember when you're crazy, you don't really have a motive. You just kill because you want to kill, right? But yeah, I think he wanted to kill because people are saying he has this satisfaction killing up and coming talent, up and coming actresses, right? But I'm also curious because it fast forward to the death. I'm just curious. Did Yura tell him that, hey, I got this part to play I, and maybe that was a trigger part for him right there, and maybe that's why he killed. Now I said he's crazy. He's gonna kill him regardless right there. But I'm just wondering, did she reveal to him that I'm gonna be playing I in this film that's coming out? And when he heard it, he's like, okay, those were my trigger words right there. But nonetheless, though, Hikaru's got to go. Obviously, we don't want him to die just yet, but he needs to suffer. So, yeah, man. Aqua has his work cut out for him, like I said, and he's got connections. Like I said, he's crazy. He has, from what we see from this guy, he has multiple personalities. So, like stopping him will not be easy. It won't, but I'm excited for what we're about to see in these next couple episodes. Now, obviously, we're getting towards the end of the season, so obviously I feel some more shit will happen next season. I feel so maybe the next season might be the last season. I'm not quite sure. I do know that the manga is finished, so a lot of spoilers. I think let me know if you believe the next season will be the last season. But nonetheless, though, man, a good episode, man. Listen, what are they gonna do these last 3 episodes? I don't know, because now we're to the present. We are to the present right now. Everything what happened was in the past. Now we are to the present. So yeah, man. Like I said, I feel so Hikaru might be. He can be smart, but then again, I mean, we'll have to find out. But I said, he gotta go. Hikaru's gotta go. He gotta go. He does. But now, honest, also this too. He's also interested in Ruby. So clearly, he knows that now that Aqua revealed the truth about them being I's kids. Obviously, Hikaru now that puts a target on them because Hikaru is gonna be looking for them. So, like I said, he probably most likely wants to kill Ruby as well. But like I said, I think Aqua is very. So, right, speaking of Aqua, right? Shout out to Fandom Wire. They mentioned this. Now, obviously, I'm not saying he is, but do you feel as though we have to give credit for Aqua's, intelligence? Well, I understand we have this Hall of Fame of intelligent anime characters like, Shikamaru, Light, Lelouch. But I feel now I'm not saying Aqua is as smart as stuff, but it's like for his story and his anime, like I feel as though Aqua is like not saying he's just smart as stuff, but like he's got some good attention of his own too. So I just feel as though Aqua needs to be in that conversation, like when we talk about smartest anime characters of all time. Like I said, I'm not saying he's the GOAT like Light, Lelouch, Shikamaru, etc., but like. What he shows in his anime right there, I'm like, dang, this guy is very calculated. Even though he might rub some people off the wrong way, he might hurt some people the wrong way. But it's like he's very smart, very calculated. He's like, yo, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But he's still trying to protect the others, even though it might not be the best way of doing it by hurting them. But it's like he doesn't want them to suffer. He doesn't want them to suffer like he's gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, another good episode right there. So I suppose. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below. Always like the video, helps out there a lot. Subscribe when you're part of this family. Share the video with all your friends, all that shit. And be sure to follow me on my other accounts in the description box below. And always remember, Jake will say, everybody, there is no such thing as a life without yours. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.